What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Demit, and today I'm going to be uploading another video. 2 days ago, I uploaded a video talking about alpha packs, and that video got over 40 views, which is to me that's awesome. I haven't had a video that hit that many views in a long time, so it's kind of like a privilege to get that kind of those kind of numbers for views. So I wanted to say thank you. I wanted to kind of add some additional information, so I thought, why not see how many views I can get for the next one talking about alpha packs. And usually, just like the trend goes, the first time you do a video, first time it's successful, the second time it's not as much. That's just because it's a recap, a little bit more information, so it's not really too appealing. And I understand that. That's cool. There's some Black Ops 2 in the background, and I had a sweet game. I got all my streaks, and that was the point. I kind of really I was when I play Black Ops 2, I usually turn out to be the top of my team. It's just natural for me. Once again, I'm not the best player in the world. I didn't get the best KD. Actually, technically speaking, I did have the best KD out of the whole lobby, but I'm not super good at the game. I haven't played the game in a while. I just want to have some fun, and I was using a gun that I'm very familiar with, that I'm really good with, so I was just kind of following a trend, I guess, in a way. There's a few things that I want to talk about. I finally got my acoustic foam, so now I'm going to actually take and make a little structure around my Dildonic shaped Blue Yeti mic, so that there's no interference. And you can get a box like it, but it's kind of like, you can look it up on Amazon. There is this almost like this thing where your mic attaches to it. It's actually suspended and all that kind of stuff. It's really, really nice, but it's $98. I'm like, I don't want to spend that kind of fucking money on something that I can make. So I'm doing that. A few things that I wanted to talk about, that I'm hyped about, that I'm excited about, is Shadow of Mordor. I'm really excited for that game. Or Shadow of War, I should say. There's a lot to that game. They added a little bit, it seems to me a little bit it feels like it's a little overwhelming with the amount of stuff that you can do in that game now. So they really increased, a lot of different things. They really did their best to make it so it's replayable, and just for you to have just a shitload of stuff to do, which is really sweet. And I know that E3 is coming up, and I kind of do want to do my reactions to E3, and I think that would be kind of a good idea to do on my channel, just because, and not to be a follower. I prefer to be a leader. So I sometimes if I talk about something that's a little bit of old news, I still want to express my opinions on it. I do kind of want to do legitimately talk about E3 when it happens, and some of the things that I was really excited to see, and this and that. And a few other things I want to talk about is Scorpio, the Xbox Scorpio, and is it really going to be what it's going to be, and what they're claiming? Is it worth me spending money on that, and that kind of stuff? And so there's going to be a lot of I'm actually going to have a lot of different videos just talking about E3. I'm not going to try to cram it, but I'm not going to try to space it out too much. So I might do 3 videos talking about E3 and talking about games that I'm excited about, games that I'm not as excited about, and just overall do a review of E3 and see what, kind of see what your guys' reaction to E3 is. And that's really the main topic here, is really Scorpio, E3. Some of the new games that are coming out. There's a game that I'm actually looking forward to. Hopefully we can see some more gameplay. It's called Ready or Not. It's kind of like Rainbow Six Siege. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, it's gonna be a fucking Rainbow Six Siege ripoff. But it's actually its own thing. It's a little bit more darker and gritty, and a little bit, it takes you into the world of how grimy and dirty the world actually is. A lot of people don't realize the world's a really grimy, shitty, there's a lot of disgusting people out there in the world, and that's kind of what they're trying to touch base with is, in Ready or Not. If you guys seen the trailer, it's pretty insane. So there's a lot of awesome games, a lot of, high-tech shit that's coming out. And a few things that I always wanted to mention this, I don't know if I have or not, but if I had the funds and if I had an investor, I have an actual idea for gaming headphones, for people where you don't have to spend $300+ on headphones, but you still get high quality. And I know that there, like I have my HyperX that I use that are really, really nice and great, great sound for what they are. And that was only $100. I mean, like, wow, that's pretty impressive. And I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. I thought I would mention that I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but they're pretty decent headphones. I really do enjoy them. Like, I have fun with them and everything. And so I have ideas on like what can the gaming industry, when it comes to accessories like headphones, or I mean other things, I mean, like, for me it's primarily headphones. I have an obsession with these things. I probably went through about 50 different headphones throughout my whole life. I started off with Turtle Beach, because Turtle Beach was, at that time, Turtle Beach was actually, like, it was rising. It was at its peak of goodness, and then it started going on a huge decline. And I'm like, I'm not really into Turtle Beaches. I mean, I know there's like one Turtle Beach headphones out there, but they're made so cheaply that I prefer not to even use those anymore. And then I have my Astros, which are good, but Astros are kind of made specific, and then they're expensive. That's hell of an investment, $300. So I'm like, I really wish I could be, create a company that could make gaming accessories to help gamers be able to afford luxury fucking items for a lot cheaper. That's something that I would like to pride myself with, but I can't do it because I don't have the financial means or capabilities to do that. But it's something that I would love to do, and that's something that I would love to contribute to the gaming industry, but actually not, obviously gaming headphones are it's a saturated market, so it's kind of like people are gonna be like, well, you're a brand new company. What's to say that you're unexperienced and you don't know what the fuck you're selling? Well, see, I'm a gamer and I know what to look for. When it comes to headphones, I know what I personally like. I like high quality sound. I like to be able to hear shit that other headphones you're not able to get that out of other headphones. That's what I want to make, but not for $300 fucking dollars. Because like my Astros, I can hear a lot with Astros. Mad props to Astro Gaming. Like, they make some great headphones, but they're expensive. But you're paying for what you're getting. And they're pretty decently durable. You can drop those things and they're fine. Same thing with HyperX. You can drop those and they're fucking fine, but they're not as good of sound as Astros, but they're exactly what I need. And plus, I can communicate with players with Astros. If you have the 360 edition or Xbox 360 edition of the Astros, you can't really talk to people, because you can't hear them at all and they can hear you, or you can hear them but they can't hear you, or because I would have to spend another $300 fucking dollars to get the ones made for Xbox One, and that's what fucking frustrates me. With HyperX, I can take those to the 360, I can take those to the Xbox One. Hell, I could probably take those to the PS fucking 4 or PS3, or I could probably use those for PC as well. So I mean, they're versatile. And that's what you need. You need something that's universal, that you can use on everything, and that 4 years from now, somebody that doesn't have money to invest constantly into headphones, they can still use headphones and progress forward. So I'm like, I'm kind of like a nerd, I guess. I like techie stuff, and it's really, really cool. So yeah, that's. I just wanted to have kind of a random commentary, talk about a few things, but like I said, excited for E3. Really looking forward to what they're going to reveal, and I guess we're going to learn a lot about different games and this and that. And so unfortunately, I'm not going to E3. I just don't have the financial means to travel like that. I really wish I could. Like I said, like I mentioned that in that one video, countries that I would like to travel to. If I had the financial means, or financial, if I had the money, I would travel, the world. So if I had the money, I would go to E3. I just don't have the time, and plus, taking days off from my job is kind of difficult, because I do, I do complicated stuff where if I leave, there's not that many people that could, kind of take over for me or my position. So it's kind of hard, especially with the customer that I work with directly. It's kind of hard for somebody just to kind of pick it up, It's kind of hard, I have everything memorized, in my job. That's kind of like the point. A lot of different items and this and that. I don't want to go into that, but because that's work, but yeah, I'm really pumped, excited for E3, and I will be making some videos on that. And I'm really excited for Shadow of War. That's a game that I've been looking forward for a while. Really looking forward to seeing more of Ready or Not, which is kind of like kind of like I don't know. It's almost like Rainbow Six in a way, but it's its own flavor. It has its own thing, and I feel like it's going to be a very interesting game. So I'm looking forward to that. There's a bunch of other games that I don't even have. I would have to have a written list for me to go into it, but I'm really excited, and I'm really looking forward to kind of expressing my most deep internal opinions on E3 and all the stuff that we see. So definitely look out for this videos because E3 is coming up in like a week or so. I think it's like, I don't know, I kind of forgot what day it is, but yeah, I'm gonna look that up. But I will be doing videos based on E3. I will have them prepared with some gameplay. I don't know if I can take and use clips from E3. I don't know. I mean, I could stream E3, but I don't know if that, I don't know what the rights on that is. I don't want to get in trouble, or I don't want to, I don't want to have issues. So I rather just kind of, have some gameplay and talk about, certain things that I saw, that were exciting and this and that, and do a commentary and all that good stuff. So anyway, I'm the Mint. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the commentary. Really do appreciate the comments. And yeah, so if you want, subscribe, leave me a comment, and hit that bell and all that good stuff. I am the Mint. That's all I gotta say. Peace.